What is up, guys? Justin here. It's Friday morning. Not a whole lot going on this morning as far as garage sales, and the weather is pretty crappy. It's raining out, or misting, I guess is the better word for it. But I do have a Craigslist deal lined up here in about 15-20 minutes that should be pretty sweet. So I figured I'm getting up anyway. I might as well hit up the few garage sales that are actually going on. Alright, so Saturday morning, the weather has not improved. It's still pretty cloudy and raining, but I kind of woke up with the mindset that I wasn't going to find anything today, but first sale of the day, I found some stuff. Nothing too great by any means, but it was dirt cheap. So possible big lead maybe. Probably can't see it through my fogged up window, but that sale up there, they're just setting up, but I asked if they were going to have any video game stuff. And the lady told me that they've got a bunch of old video game stuff from Atari up to PlayStation and stuff. They don't know if they want to sell it yet. I guess she's got to talk to her boyfriend or something. So I'm going to stop back in a little bit and we'll see what happens. What is up, guys? Justin here with what was supposed to be my garage sale pickups from this weekend. However, as you could probably tell by the lack of clips at the beginning of the video, the garage sales were not that favorable this weekend. However, that does not mean that I had a bad weekend because I did get a couple pretty sweet deals yesterday morning, and I did find a few games at the garage sales this morning. So I've got my phone on standby over here. I'm waiting for a potential text or call from that lady that I just mentioned in the last clip. Who knows if that'll go anywhere, but I'm remaining optimistic for the time being. But let's get into this Craigslist deal that I picked up yesterday morning. Basically, somebody had contacted me, sent me a picture of a Super Nintendo and N64 bundle that they were looking to sell. And I thought there was no way in hell that I was getting this deal because when I asked him how much he was looking to get, he told me $250. So I just responded and said, hey, that's going to be a lot more than what I could offer for it, sorry. And he responded and kind of asked me what I was thinking as far as price goes, and because I was going to offer him like $80 for it. But since he asked, I gave him my best shot. I said, look, I could pay $100 for it, that'd be the most I'd be able to go. And he seemed more than happy to take $100 for everything. So I don't know if he was just shooting for the stars on his initial price or what, but yeah, I got all this for $100. I'll show the Super Nintendo I got first. It's not in great shape. I don't understand how this happens, but I've owned multiple systems that have some sort of melting, it looks like, on the shell there. I've had games before like that too. I don't really understand how that happens, but other than that, I mean, it's not bad. There's no cracks or chips or anything in it. Plastic piece in the AC port. So that came with two first-party controllers. If even one of these works, I'll be happy. This one's got something rattling around in it. Obviously, hoping they both work, but I'll be satisfied if just one of those works. And then it had the adapters with it too. RF and the power adapter there. And it just had, I had two games with it. It had Super Mario World and Donkey Kong Country. So a small Super Nintendo bundle, but hoping that works. I have not tested that yet. And then here's the N64 bundle. Black system, but it did have the expansion pack in there. Reset button is stuck, but that'll be an easy fix. And that came with 5 controllers, actually. I was pretty excited to see 5 controllers in there. We got a gray one, a atomic purple, another gray one, and then these two here, a green one and a yellow one. And all of these controllers, with the exception of one of the gray ones, feel like they were almost never even used. I mean, this is a almost perfect condition yellow controller. However, I was testing a couple of these controllers last night. My cousin and I were playing some Mario Kart, and I could not get this one to work fully. Like the R and L button, I couldn't get to respond. The start button was a little bit wonky. I don't know, it was doing some weird things. I'm hoping it might have just been a fluke thing. I'll have to test this a little further. I'm hoping I can get it to work because this is like a gorgeous condition yellow controller. But yeah, the system had the adapters with it, power and AV there, and just one game, which was Mario Kart. So he told me he had some more games for the systems somewhere, so he's going to look for those and probably not get back to me, but seeing as it had the expansion pack, I'm assuming he probably had some more games with it. So I don't know, I'll cross my fingers on that too, but not really expecting to hear back from him. He told me he had an NES system too that he wasn't quite ready to get rid of, so I don't know. He's got my number. We'll see what happens. But yeah, $100 for all that was a pretty sweet deal, I would say. Not a bad way to start out the weekend. Early morning Craigslist Deal action. And actually, about an hour after that, I met up with somebody for a Facebook deal, which I found while I was kind of doing some last-minute checking, double-checking in the morning before I went out to the garage sales. I was just looking on Facebook and Craigslist to make sure no new ones popped up or anything. And I came across a post where someone was selling, it was a bunch of different stuff, but within the lot was 2 Game Boy Advance SP systems. And he just had pictures of the systems, and so it didn't look like they came with anything, and he had $40 on them. So I don't know if that meant 40 for both of them or 40 for one. So I messaged the guy, and he was actually asking 40 for each of them, but I got him to sell them both to me for 40, so $20 each. And yeah, I met up with him like an hour later and picked him up. So here is Game Boy Advance SP number 1. I'm thinking these are both 001 models. This one actually doesn't have the sticker on the bottom, so I'll have to charge it. I think it's not charged. I'll have to charge it and check the backlight and see. But this other one here was a 001 model. But both of them are in decent shape. Somebody decided to draw a flame-looking thing on this one, but that should come right off. And then there was 2 chargers. Well, one wall charger and then one like USB charger. So I will test those out, but like I said, they're both in pretty nice shape. I mean, you always got the scratching on the top of them there. But yeah, for $40, I think one of them is probably worth that. So that was all I found for Friday. No garage sale pickups. There was literally one garage sale listed in my town that I went to, and there was like 2 or 3 more in the town next to me that I hit up, but I didn't find anything. But I woke up this morning, Saturday morning. There's a little bit more action going on as far as garage sales. The weather had not improved though. It was still, actually it was raining even harder this morning. But yeah, the first sale I hit, which was actually kind of a fluke because I didn't have it on my list to go to. I just saw a sign for it while I was driving around, pulled a quick U-turn, and drove over to the sale. And walked up there and saw some Xbox and Xbox 360 games. It was nothing too great, so I really didn't want to pay a whole lot for them. But the guy told me $1 each, so I was like, sure. And I went ahead and picked up Halo, the original Halo. This one's pretty scratched up, so I'll have to get this resurfaced, but for $1, why not? We got, where is that? Let's go somewhat in order here. Halo 2, the collector's edition, the steelbook case and the slipcover here. Halo 3 for the 360. That one was complete. And apparently had more than one disc in it. Where did that go? I don't know, these are the same disc. Do I have 2 copies of Halo 3 here? I guess I do. Anyway, moving on. We got Doom 3, the collector's edition with the slipcover and the steelbook there. Resident Evil, the Platinum Hits version. That one was complete though. That's actually in really nice shape, it looks like. And then Battlefield 3 limited edition for the 360, which looks like complete with both discs. So grabbed those from him for $1 each, and then I asked him if he had any other game stuff he was looking to sell. They told me they had a Super Nintendo that they didn't want to sell, but I always ask, when someone says that, I always ask, well, do you have any games you don't play or something like that? And most of the time they're like, oh no, I'm hanging on doing whatever. But they were like, yeah, actually I think we got a couple that we don't play. So the girl that was there went into the house and brought out Stanley Cup and Clue. And she didn't really know how much she wanted for them. She told me I could have them both for $1, but I think I gave her $1 each on them, $2 for them. And so yeah, that was the entirety of the garage sale pickups from this weekend. I don't know, it's not like I hit up like, I must have went to like 10 sales this morning or something, so not a whole lot, but I guess that's alright for 10 sales, combined with that couple deals I got yesterday. So thank you guys for sticking around and checking out the video, and until next time, take care.